Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we will take a close look at Adams Graphene Detail Spray. 16 ounces for $12.99. I've seen it for $16.99. I've also seen it right in the middle. So just do your due diligence. Find a good deal. $12 and change is not bad if it's even half decent, and we'll find out today. You can use it as a detail spray. You can also use it as a waterless wash, removing light dust and fingerprints. You can also use it as a clay bar, a drying aid while the car is wet, and you could also use it on top of existing protection, such as waxes, sealants, and coatings. Or if you want to, you could use it as a standalone. We'll use it as a standalone on this panel. If you want to use it as a standalone, you'll do the prep that you saw me do at the beginning of this video. That is a wash, a full decon, at least a cleaner polish, clay, iron remover, and then a panel prep. And then it's time to apply the product. As you can see here, easy to apply, and the first thing I notice is the slickness. So we'll let this cure. There's no mention of cure time on the label, but we'll let it go for a day or two. In the meantime, we can jump over to some real work, real world work. We'll use it as a topper for a ceramic coating and even paint protection film. Here's a good first person view that'll show you how easy it is to apply. It really doesn't streak. I haven't found streaking or high spots. Makes it easy to apply in the shop or out in your driveway. On this brand new BMW X5, we're going to use it as a topper or a sacrificial layer to the coating as it cures. You can also use it on PPF or any wax or sealant. If you want to use it for a drying aid after the vehicle has been completely washed and then rinsed, while still wet, mist it onto the panel, one panel at a time, and glass as well, plastic trim, and you can dry it using your drying towel. I'm going to use it on plastic trim. I'll use it on the headlights, taillights, and even wheels. Absolutely all hard surfaces on the exterior of your vehicle. You can also use it as a clay lube. So with any clay bar, fine, medium grade, or coarse, spray it onto the surface. Use the clay bar. Make sure it has been cleaned and washed. Use light pressure. Glide the clay bar over the surface, and it will do a fantastic job as a clay lube, and also laying down a bit of protection at the same time. Actually, as you can see here, it looks decent. It did nothing to kick back the gloss on this freshly coated vehicle, so it works great as a topper. No streaks, no high spots, and it's nice and slick. And once the last piece of paint protection film has been laid down, we're going to spray it on top of that as well. Back to the test panel. It's been a few days, and the first thing I notice is how slick it feels, a bit slicker than when we first applied it. And you'll be able to see that once we get the panel onto the slightest angle, the block will go right off. When it comes to gloss, the vehicles we used it on and this test panel, they look decent. It's nothing off the charts, but as you can see here, we're putting some numbers behind what we see, and it does make the gloss unit jump a unit or two. It's the slickness that really stands out with this product. As you can see, if I let the gloss meter go, it will just slide right off the side of the panel. And slickness can help. If something brushes lightly up against your vehicle and you have a slick surface, it will glide easily off without marring. Let's introduce heat to the panel and keep an eye on this corner. As you can see, we reached about 180 some degrees, So we drag the panel outside, rip off the tape, and the first thing I like to look for is the jetting effect. Does it make the panel look a little bit darker and richer and give it depth? I can see an outline. I can see a slight difference. What about water behavior? We have both sheeting and beading products on the channel, and it's no doubt this one strictly beads water. Time for the 10 wash test, and what I like to see here is the protectant fighting off the car shampoo, and you can see it's trying to bead it. It tries to bead chemicals, so has a little bit of chemical resistance within the formula. That's a plus. Let's continue on. It's a detail spray. I'm trying to keep that in mind, so it's not going to be the most durable product on the market. But if we get through the 10 wash test, it's really all I can ask for a detailer. I expect maybe a month or two tops out of a quick detailer, so a few washes. By the way, the corner where we introduced the heat, you can see there's no protection. So we have had products that do well when it comes to heat, and that exact torch. This one here, not so much. And I think it did just fine through the 10 wash test. Remember, this is a mix of a strip wash and also Built Hamber's Auto Foam, which leans alkaline. And really, as a quick detailer, I guess it already exceeded my expectations. It doesn't have a high concentration like a spray coating or some of the other protectants. It's just a detailer. But let's continue on. We have an all-purpose cleaner here. Let's spray it on, give it a chance to dwell just a little bit, and then we'll use a mitt and kind of wipe it into the surface and see how it does. And we can also wash it one more time to make sure there's no film or residue from the cleaner left there to mask any characteristics from the detailer. But at this point, it's spent. The cleaner did it in, and that was after a 10 wash test. So keep that in mind, but that's as far as I expected it to go. Let's get to the ratings from this channel. They will go as such. Slickness, a 9 out of 10. Gloss, a 7 out of 10. Durability, a mere 5 out of 10. Overall, 6.5 out of 10. I was torn between 6 and a 7. I thought 7 would be too high, but it's just a quick detailer. Its high points are its slickness and ease of use.